Chapter 16. The Country. I hope you will help heal. I have seen our country in many stages, from dirt roads to highways, from manual systems to digital dashboards, from handwritten memos to smartphones. I have seen honesty, sacrifice, and in quiet heroism in ordinary men and women. I have also seen corruption, indifference, and the slow erosion of conscience that happens when people convince themselves that everybody does it. That is why, in my later years, one desire has grown stronger in my heart, that the next generation will rebuild what was silently damaged, our moral fiber. I hope you will be the kind of Filipino who still feels uncomfortable benefiting from dishonesty, the kind who refuses to look the other way when small wrongs are committed, the kind who treats work not just as a way to earn, but as a service to the nation. And as I reflect on all this, I cannot help but remember Pope Leo's reminder, a reminder that is perfectly suited to our time. Technology, for all its brilliance, was never meant to lead the human heart. It was meant to follow it. The danger begins when we reverse the roles, when our phones dictate how we think, when apps decide what we value, when trends quietly reshape our moral instincts. We don't just lose attention, we lose direction. The erosion is silent, but it is real. You can see it in how families talk to each other less. You can feel it in how young people struggle to pray, reflect, or sit still. You notice it in how conscience becomes softer while noise becomes louder. A nation does not collapse because it lacks gadgets. It collapses when it loses its inner compass. Its true strength has always rested in something deeper, in the character of its people, in the steadiness of families, and in the values the young choose to hold on to even when no one is watching. So yes, embrace technology. Use it with confidence and intelligence, but do not let it take the place of your principles, your prayer, or your ability to think clearly. The generations before you built this country with their hands. Your generation will rebuild it with your conscience, and the future will shine not because we are more advanced, but because we remained human, thoughtful, grounded, and faithful, even in the age of machines. Chapter 17. Giving the rest of my life back to God. I am now in the season of life where there is more road behind me than ahead of me. And strangely, this does not make me sad. It makes me grateful. I have walked long enough to see that I did not reach this point by luck. I was carried, corrected, forgiven, and redirected many times. The accidents, the surgeries, the floods, the mountain, the foreign assignments, the boredom, the writing, the technology, all of it brought me here, to this simple truth. The rest of my life no longer belongs to me. It is my offering. If God allows me more years, I want them to be years of service, through words, example, prayer, and quiet presence. I may no longer build plants or manage big operations, but I can still help build something more important: souls, consciences, and hope. And so, whatever days remain, I place them back into His hands and say, Lord, you know what to do with what is left. Take everything I have lived and use it for those who are still on their way up the mountain.